So let's set up our first problem for today. We got Diego, and Diego has this system. Now, who can tell me what is one thing we noticed with all the systems we messed with yesterday? What was true about every system we messed with yesterday, Micah?
They were all in slope-intercept form.
Close. They either had y equals or x equals something equals, right? Let's check out these ones.
They're all equivalent.
Are these x equals or y equals? No, so Diego's like, dang, I can't substitute, right? Because to substitute, we need to put something in for something. If I look at these, I don't have anything to put in for anything. Both of these are in what form?
Slope-intercept.
Standard form. Okay?
Standard.
Standard form is ax plus by equals c. Yesterday we did a lot of slope-intercept, but not only, and that's y equals mx plus b. We also had some x equal, which doesn't have a name. So I want you to check out Diego's work. I want you to try to say, hey, it looks like Diego did this. And then I want you to test Diego's answer out and see if the answer is valid. So again, look what he did. Say, this is what he did. Then you're going to say, is the solution true? How could you figure out if that solution is true, by the way?
You could just substitute in it.
Substitute. Okay, let's try it out. Let's see what he did. All right, who can tell me what Diego did? What did Diego do? Claire, what did he do? I heard you say it. He added them. A good way to know that he added them is there's this addition sign. Okay? And if you add them together, what's 4x and negative 4x?
0.
What's 5y and 3y?
8.
And what's 10 and 6? And when he did that, look what happened to the x term. Which means you can solve for y. So we still haven't established if this is okay to do or not, but this is what Diego did. Okay? Then what did Diego do with that y equals 2? Yeah, just like we did yesterday, substitute it in, and we got x equals 1. So the answer is 1, 2. Let's check it. That's the next part. Which equation should this answer work in? Both, because the solution to a system is where they cross. It's the one point that's true for both. So 4 times 1 is 4, plus 3 times 2 is 6. 4 plus 6 is 10. Does it work?
Yes.
Okay. Negative 4 times 1 is negative 4. 5 times 2 is 10. Negative 4 and 10 is 6.
Yep.
Hot dog, it works.
Good job, Diego.
So, Diego added the two things together, and it worked. Where else did we see adding two things together to get a new true thing? Today. Where else did we see that today? The hanger diagram. If you add these together and add these together, still true. So again, the big idea we're looking to establish here with Diego so far, it looks like if I add two lines together, the result is true. What's interesting about this one is when he added together, there was something that could cancel. All right, so I want you to try Diego's method out on these ones. So try it. So I'm looking around and I see most people on the first one. They're like, hey, Diego added it together. It works. When he added together, I got x is 5. 5 minus y is 11, so y needs to be 6. Okay, so again, big idea. We add them together, it works. So if I'm looking at B, and I'm using Diego method, add these together, I get 16x plus 12y equals 44. So this is true. However, can I do anything with this? No, because I need just x or just y. So I'm looking at this now and I'm like, if only there was a way to get only an x or only a y. Ooh. So if we took it away, the inverse operation or addition, we think it might work. Now, that is true. And the textbook says subtract, but I'm going to tell you the way I like to think of it because it's the same thing, but it just vibes better in my head. You know that we can make an equivalent equation by doing the same thing to both sides, correct?
Yeah. Correct.
So what I kind of like to do, it just vibes better in my mind, is multiply everything by negative 1, which gives me a negative 8x, a negative y, and a negative 7. And then I'm still adding. This is the same as subtracting, guys. Everybody good with that?
Yeah.
Okay? For me, I just like thinking about adding positives and negatives together versus because when you get like a subtracted negative, then it's a positive and stuff. So this is subtracting 8x minus 8x or 8x plus negative 8x, same thing. What happens to x now? It's gone. If I have an 11y and I take a y away, I have 10y. And if I have 37 and I take 7 away, I have 30. Now, check this out. Diego method actually still works. So, you guys know it's called the elimination method because in 557 BC, Lord Elimination discovered you can solve systems doing this, right?
No, Diego did.
No, it's called elimination method because it eliminates a term.
Lord elimination.
And it allows you to get y equals 3. So, once I know that y is 3, so it looks like addition and subtraction both work, or making something cancel by using equivalent equations. And I get one variable, I can solve for it. And then how do I get my other variable? Plug it in. You can plug it in any equation. I'm going to choose this one because it looks easiest to me. Y is 3. All right, subtract 3 from both sides. If 8x is 4, x is 1/2. Which gives me ordered pair, 1/2, 3. Now, which line should this work on? Both of them. So let's check it out. Let's make sure this, because this is new, and we're like using big ideas that we see are true. But let's check it. 1/2 of 8 is 4. 4 and 33 is 37. Nice. 1/2 of 8 is 4. 4 and 3 is 7. It worked.
Isn't y of the...
It is. This is a -6. Thanks for saying something. That's what you get for doing a shortcut, Mr. Mac. Here's what I should have done. Thanks for bringing that up, Heidi. Yeah. I should subtract 5. Have a negative y is 6, which means y is -6, right? Thank you, Heidi, for pointing that out. We're going to do the lesson summary at the board. Don't worry about writing this down. You can later. So, do you guys recognize that these 3 systems are the same systems from yesterday?
Yeah.
And yesterday we said system 2 was best for substitution because there is a y equals. And we can take that y equals and plug it in for y. Do you guys remember that?
Yeah.
So, which one do you think would be best for elimination then?
3.
So the answer is
3 or 1.
1 and 3. Check out 1. What happens to the ends?
So what is there's none of them?
If we added those together, and if we subtracted here, no x's. Okay?
I'd probably do number 1 in that number.
Now, shh. Big idea. Y equals or x equals. We're looking to substitute. If they're both standard, we're looking to eliminate. That's the big idea. Because if we add everything on the right and add everything on the left, it's true. Or if we subtract the things from each other on the left and we subtract things from each other on the right, it's true.
Are we doing this?
No.